I work in global learning and development. I lead the commercial learning and development function, and a significant part of my role has been to develop marketing capability across all of our markets. So the reason we needed to develop marketing capability globally was to promote our growth into the future. It was also to standardize around one way of marketing globally, ensure we were operating to best practice. We want to hire and retain the best marketing talent who develop their careers at Vodafone, and we want to be ready for the future because the market will become even more competitive from today. So the learning objectives, to my mind, were three main things. One was that the content was actionable and could be applied almost immediately once the learning experience had finished. The second was relevant to the day job and being hardwired to the day job, so the content would really resonate with our marketing community. And the third was to make the experience fun and engaging. Our marketing people are of a certain type. Fun and engaging content gave us the best chance to really land the messages. There are several characteristics of the audience I would highlight. One, they are globally dispersed, and there's 4,000 of them operating in our markets, in the marketing function. That obviously presents a challenge in how the Marketing Academy could distribute content and really land in the market. The second is that whilst business English is the language of Vodafone globally, for many of our users, English is their second language. So we had to make sure that the content was clear, concise, and understandable to all. The third is that our audience have a very high expectation on the quality of the content. And so we really had to focus on making sure that there were no gaps, there was nothing obvious that was missing, we were comprehensive and to a very high standard. There were three things that were important to me when considering the design of the portal. It should be easy to use, easy to access, and easy to understand. Not too much text, clearly signposted learning content, fewest clicks possible to the learning content, and I would describe it as elegant simplicity. Nice to use, nice to look at, and interactive. So lots of video and talking heads, so real marketers talking about their experience with the Academy and how they've been able to put it to good use. And lots of additional content, informal learning I would call it, in terms of best practice articles and also video.
So in a nutshell, you've got the Vodafone way of marketing at the heart. You've got three very simple slides that all the output from the Vodafone way of marketing can be summarised in, and that people can tell the story from strategy, proposition, through to go to market, so it just becomes part of the way that the business thinks and works every day. You've got the e-learning, where people can learn the individual bits of the Vodafone way of marketing. You've then got an experience workshop, 2 days, where you learn about the end-to-end story, rich case study, competitive, people working in their natural working teams, present to senior management at the end, prizes, see the leaders then on the third morning come back, look at the material, decide for themselves what's great, are able to build their capability roadmap from the organisation. From that, decide where do they need more help for the organisation. There are then deep dive workshops for each element of the Vodafone way of marketing that allow them to go into greater detail. So it could be insight, proposition, go to market, again 2 days that allows them to give them a rich experience, again case study based, competitive, with the outputs being as closely tied back to business solutions that Vodafone are looking for as possible.
Sure. I'm really pleased by the results that we've seen thus far. We've had over 25,000 visits to our Academy in the 14 months that we've been live. We have 12,000 regular users, over 10,000 courses completed, and that's online courses. And then in our workshop offer, we've had over 700 marketers go through those workshops as well. And we use a NPS measure to measure the success of those workshops, and that's averaging at over 90%, which is some of the highest scores that we've ever seen in Vodafone from a learning and development perspective. And given the fact that it's an audience that demands high quality and has very high expectations, we're very pleased by what we're seeing.